if we're talking about the femininity of the beings on this planet, let's understand this, okay? Once again, as I said, women were owners of everything, all right, from the beginning. And what happened was, you can see this when you look up tribes like the Khalifa tribe, when you look up the Amazon women, those were all women tribes. Now, they're going to tell you that the Khalifa tribe is mythological. Okay, Khalifa, for those of you who don't know, that's who they base Wonder Woman off of. Khalifa is who they named that state called California after. And you got these Spaniards who had come into the land and they like, oh, well, look at all these beautiful black women. And Khalifa tribe was one of the governess of this all-women tribe. And so this is why they named California after her. Also, California used to be looked at on the map as an island. An island. Well, you talking about your island of Lesbos. That was California. And that was where, again, this is why their Wonder Woman story, that's coming from a melanated woman. The Khalifa tribe, for those of y'all who didn't know. Okay, I'm saying all that to say that women had the ability to procreate on their own. Brothers, don't get mad. Just pay attention. Because they had been doing it. And then there's this influx of masculine energy or masculine beings, and they introduced another entity. All right, this is when they're creating the human, and this was a hybrid being. So I don't want to go deep into this because I want to fast forward, but let me just say this. Hybrid beings they're never supposed to procreate. That whole rib story, and again, go and read the book. The whole rib story dealt with the fact that Adam and Eve, they were having sex, but they weren't procreating. I maybe I'm not supposed to be saying some of these words. They was having X, but they weren't procreating, all right? And so the deal with that is, okay, we got to figure out how to make them procreate. This is when there was this whole idea, okay, Adam and Eve were put to sleep, but also Enki and Ninmah, the sister, they were put to sleep. So they took DNA from the sister and brother and put it into Adam and Eve so that they can procreate. That was the whole rib. They got whatever the DNA was, it came from around the rib area so that they could procreate. This is why once they put all that DNA in them, this is why in the Bible, God is like, get out of the garden. This is why God was wondering, why are y'all running around here hiding from what is all this hiding? Because they had become conscious. They had become more aware. They had more DNA in them. They're like, we naked. Ooh, we naked. Yeah. So then it was okay. One of the gods, that's why I told you it's gods plural, because y'all are thinking that, well, God is schizophrenic. Well, that's because there was more than one of them. And somebody made them all one God. But they had names originally in the Bible. Most of those names of the gods were feminine. Okay. So you have this issue now whereby you got this deal with these Anunnaki. They've created these beings. They've introduced this whole way of procreating, which is, y'all gonna be mad at me. It's okay. Don't be mad. I told y'all, don't be mad at I'm just telling you what the facts are, okay? The way that we're procreating is alien technology. Y'all didn't, I know. Listen, I'm just telling you what it is, okay? I'm telling you what the facts are. It's alien technology because that's not how our original ancestors, they didn't procreate like that. So you can understand. The way that our original ancestors, which is the mitochondria, fission, all right, or for our cells procreate with mitosis, or parthenogenesis is the way other beings, your original beings, procreated. And what does that mean? The same way every cell in your body procreates. When it wants to procreate, it's going to multiply the material, the DNA. It's going to multiply it. Then it's going to pinch it off, and they're going to split into two equal beings. Equal. Like, I don't have to tell you, what happened last week. No, you already know because you was here. We equal. I just multiplied my material, and then I was able to create. So they pinch off, and then they become two equal beings. The same way the mitochondria did it, the same way every cell in your body does it this day, the same way the plant that y'all love so much, Merit Jane. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So the same way that plant that you all love so much, Parthenogenesis, that's how we used to procreate. And so some of you all didn't know, there's a male and a female of that plant. At any rate, that's how we used to procreate. Okay, so that's information on a scientific level. We talked about the biblical side. Etymologically, all right, let's understand this. Originally, once again, the woman owned everything. And she started to teach the male, because really he was originally a slave to the woman. Originally, the male was a slave to the woman. No, he was a helpmate. And she mistreated him, which is why she went into slavery. That whole thing y'all call marriage, that's slavery. Y'all glorified today. Oh, it's glorified now. It's like, oh, no, I was married now. Okay, that's a form of slavery. And now he's enslaved in that same institution. I'm giving you this heads up so you can understand some things, all right? So she went into slavery to him, but before that, she had started to teach him all of the knowledge, the esoteric knowledge that the basis of what this dimension is made of. The woman started to teach him that knowledge. And this is why you have schools called Mason schools or Masonry. Or what does that mean? Mason means ma. We're going to break it down. This is the etymological evidence that you want to start learning. Ma as in mother. Son as an offspring of the mother. Mason schools or masonry schools is where the mother was teaching the son that knowledge that he didn't have originally. That's what those schools are for. And then we start talking about your Freemason, and this is where he's trying to break away from the mother, because originally your Masons revered the woman. She was held in high esteem. She was respected because everything was hers. She owned all of the land, all of the wealth, all of the riches. And then it flipped. Even when you look at the term Pharaoh, the term Pharaoh originally meant the woman's house. The woman's house. That was her house. And then it flipped 180 degrees. Don't know the date of that. Don't know the time frame of when that shift happened, but it happened. Originally, she was the one running everything. But then she lost it. Why? Because she was mistreating him. Well, things have to change. This is why she went into slavery. When we start talking about that shift, 1000 BC to that 1000 AD, oh, she lost all kind of control there. She went into slavery. Now she gets to experience the energies that she put on him.